Hey guys, it's review time. We will be continuing to look into the Saurian warriors from One Page Rules. Today we'll look at the Gators, Triceratops, and the absolutely behemoth Dread Pterodactyl. I'll leave links to OPR's Patreon and my manufacturer store in the description below. These Gator models are awesome proxies for Seraphon Croxigals. The Croxigals are very outdated, so these Gators breathe new life into what should be big, aggressive monsters. I think you can increase the size of these on the slicer program maybe by 10 to 20%, because I do imagine these guys as hulking monsters that tower over the infantry. But I am okay with the size OPR have set out. I did print each of the 3 variants in one piece, but as usual for OPR models you can print the individual components and pose them how you like, to give yourself some variety. There are only 3 weapon options, similar to their Warhammer counterparts. I didn't have any fails in these miniatures, they came out perfectly, and as you can see, as I show the models around, the details are excellent. When you get this STL, you'll get 2 size options, a large 46mm and a standard 40mm. The large 46mm STL comes only as pre-built options, whereas the standard you'll get all the individual parts, plus a pre-built option with it. Now for the Triceratops. These models are absolutely my favorite in the range. I keep picturing these guys as walking tanks. When I first got into wargaming many years ago, my first model I picked up was a Stegodon from the Lizardman range from Warhammer Fantasy Battles, and still to this day any Stegodon equivalent miniature I must have. These Triceratops come in 3 variations with Mage, Blowpipe and a Great Bow, and with 2 head options, one plain and one with a cool headpiece. I did have some fails in the mouth of one of the heads, but with a bit of shaving, I got it to look right. A few of the Gecko riders had a couple of fails, so I had to go back and add extra support before they came good again. As you can see, the prints came out very clean. The scale details are nice and thick, so I'll definitely be doing a dry brush and wash. It also comes pre-hollowed with a pretty big drain hole beneath the model. You can easily cover it up with milliput or green stuff. I didn't do that in this case because I'm okay with it, and if you put it on the base you don't really notice it. You do get all 3 variations pre-built, but personally I would never print out these bigger models as one piece, because it would be a nightmare to paint. Just one tip to keep in mind, keep the Triceratops body and platform separate. I was dry fitting the pieces just to see how it all went together, and couldn't separate the body from the platform without breaking the model. This only slowed me down during the painting process. And now finally for this behemoth of a model, the Dread Pterodactyl. All I can say is that it is so huge that I actually have to zoom out quite a bit to even get it in frame. I did have some issues with the wing parts, but with some extra supports and a reprint it came good. And as you can see from all the drain holes, this model comes pre-hollowed. I'm keeping it in individual parts for ease of painting. This is just too huge to assemble and paint. There are tons of awesome textures on this model, so a dry brush and washes are going to be your best friend. It wasn't very straightforward building this model. It took a few tries and lots of referencing the renders before I figured out how the pterodactyl fit on the tree, and a few of the smaller branches went. But once I figured that out, it was very quick to glue together. And this is what they look like all painted up. I had a ton of fun painting these guys. The geckos did take some extra time, but well worth it. The gators were actually very quick to paint up as they don't have as much decorative details as the geckos. I will have a painting tutorial and a showcase video on the Dread Pterodactyl in my next video, so keep a lookout for that. Let me know your thoughts on the Saurians in the comments below. Thanks for watching, like and subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you on my next video.